Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Solar Art on the Job. We're here at the corporate office in Culver City for Kate Somerville Skincare experts, and we're doing some customized graphics for their offices. Let's go check it out. We're here with Stacy from Kate Somerville. We did some custom graphics for her on the office. Thanks for having us here. And let's check out some of the graphics that we've done so far, and we'll see some that aren't finished. But we'll take a little tour of the office, check it out, and see what kind of we did for them and why they were looking to get it done. Looks like we did some bands, right? And right here?
Yeah, so I had this going all the way down this side. I didn't want to block the view, but I wanted to have something that would incorporate. This will incorporate into some of our new packaging design.
Cool. So this will actually be on the branded packaging. Yep. Very cool. Very cool.
Just kind of went with everything, and it looks amazing. It has a frosted crystal, so it gives it that little. It's
a 3M frosted crystal. You like that look of that one? Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah.
It'll give it that little bling, you know, as the sun shines in.
Yep.
So this goes all the way across, and then on the right-hand side of this. This doesn't have the view, so we blocked it even more and did the same design.
Yeah.
It gives you privacy, but not so much that you're totally blocked in.
Right.
It still gives you sunlight and, you know, brings that design across.
Yeah, no, it looks great. You can kind of see in a little bit, just gives it just enough privacy.
The TVs.
Yep.
So if people are presenting and having meetings that, you know, you're not gonna sit there and look at what they're doing.
Yeah.
Per se, but you still get that sunlight and still see this beautiful view across the street.
How long did it take to do this?
Oh gosh,
we were here, I think.
Just started yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah. So we did quite a bit.
Quick,
yeah. Luckily, no one's here.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's a lot easier for us to work. There's no people in the office right now. They're working from home because of COVID, obviously. So we're able to work a little bit more efficiently, quicker. You know, there's kind of no one in and out of the offices and doors. So it's been great for us.
Great.
Yeah.
They've been amazing.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, and then you work with somebody on the design as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And this is your design, right?
This is my design.
So you sent the design to us,
correct.
We incorporated it, and then printed it out.
You guys sent me, you know, just proofs so I could approve, and then went from there. It was a pretty easy process.
Awesome. Thank you. And then we're going to be doing some logos, I guess, as well on some of the...
some monograms, which again is our new branding.
Okay.
That isn't quite out yet, but it will be.
Okay.
So each of these doors will have our KS monogram that's new.
Okay.
And then for the main boardroom, because when you walk in, you see this grand view, you're going to have those two square Kate Somerville Skin Health Expert logos.
Cool.
It'll be just right in front when you walk in.
Okay. I think we have one of those that we're going to begin to like film the install on it, so we'll see how that looks when we do that. And then we'll get some shots of the guys installing it, and we'll go from there. So appreciate you taking the time and showing us around. So awesome. Thanks. Let's go check it out, guys. All right, we got Benny, Pedro, and Renee here doing some awesome work on these graphics. So lining these graphics up is probably the most important thing, making sure they're level. You saw in the other video we did they used a laser level. On this one, because of the height and the way it is, they didn't use a laser level, they just leveled it out with a level. But I think setting the graphics is the most important thing when we're doing a job like this. And so you can see them when they're doing it right now. They're setting the level, making sure that it's fully aligned, especially when you're doing multiple pieces of graphics on different windows. Make sure they line up is also especially important. You can see also we removed all the handles on the doors. We talked about that in one of the other videos. Make sure we get a clean install. So you see this graphic here. My guys call it crayoning. So they basically use a crayon, and they go over the whole graphic. And what the crayon does is it brings out the graphic so they can actually see the graphic when they're doing the install. If it was just on a plain clear sheet, they wouldn't be able to see it. So by crayoning it, pulls the graphic so they can actually see it when they're installing it. So we crayon most of our graphics that are, dusted crystals, almost like a clear film, so it's difficult to see. So in the pre-production, they'll crayon the whole graphic. So red crayon. So pretty simple, but it works. So this is the frosted crystal. It's got a liner backing on it. You can see they've already installed it on the glass, so to have the liner still on it. They're probably letting it set so it dries a little bit before they pull the liner off. It's a cut graphic, so you want to be careful when you're pulling the liner off that you don't pull the whole graphic off. So they've been installing pieces and they're going to probably let it set until they kind of go a little bit further. But especially when you have an intricate cut like this, when you pull it off, you want to make sure that the film is set so the graphic doesn't lift off. So, but it looks really clean. They've lined it all up. You can see all the lines are matching. It's kind of one of the most important things when you're doing multiple glass windows on a graphic like this. But it's a really cool, intricate graphic. But it does take some time setting up and some precise skills to get it done. Here we go. I want to thank Stacy from Kate Somerville Cosmetic Products. Visit their website. Had a good time. Showed out some graphics. Got some little tips for my wrinkles. But thanks for watching. Look for the next episode. I want to thank my sponsor, southpizzeria.com. Get a slice.